All right. Welcome, y'all. Let's mute this, make sure we're good. Welcome to the first episode of the Warcraft LorePlay. Welcome to the new channel, Warcraft LorePlay Chronological series. The goal here is simple. It's to play through the entirety of Warcraft for the lore. I am not good at the game. I don't care about min-maxing. I only play this series for one purpose, and that is to experience the lore. So we're going to read all the quest text. When we come across lore items like books and things like that, letters, we're going to stop and we're going to read those. I use a few add-ons. Some of them are like text-to-speech, but I think for Classic at least, I'm going to read them myself because the add-on isn't that good. But once we get into retail, then there's another add-on that actually does a really, really good job. So you can see a list of the add-ons in the description and all of that, but we'll just jump right in. We're not going to be playing all of Classic because I'll be honest with you, I love retail. I love all the updates that have been done, but I don't play Classic for the gameplay. We're only in Classic, and we're not doing all of it, but we're only in what we're going to be in, so that we can get the original like starting zone stories, because the Cataclysm changed some of that, right? And we'll get we'll see it right off the bat here in Northshire for the human starting zone. That also means that right now I have two characters that we will play mainly here in Classic, which is Demoniko, which is my human warlock, and Petrescue, which is our hunter, our orc hunter. I will likely create characters to play through all the starting zones, but for now, we're definitely going to just start with these two, and we're going to play what, in my opinion, are the zones in Classic that were the most affected by the Cataclysm. Places like Elwynn, Westfall, Darkshore, right? These are places that, and there are more too, but these are places that after the Cataclysm, the storylines changed a ton, and the way they look changed. But I'm not as interested in how it looks. I'm more interested in like, how did it affect the lore? So what we're going to do is we're going to start in Classic and play those zones. Then we're going to go switch to Burning Crusade. And then we're gonna do all of that in retail. We're gonna do basically everything else in retail. By the time we get to Cataclysm, we will revisit these zones that we've already done to experience sort of the updated story. Time-wise, the time justification for it is going to be that the original vanilla WoW, that was how everything started. That was the original. Things went by, and then when the Cataclysm happened, we're going to be re-experiencing everything as much as we can in retail to see like how it has changed, because that is kind of what Blizzard did with the storytelling, right? As we'll see here in Northshire, it starts off as kind of this very quiet, somewhat disconnected area, and even Elwynn Forest as a disconnected area that wasn't really that much tapped into the wider story. A little bit with the Defias and things like that, and we start to get our first taste of kobolds and things like that. But in Cataclysm, they immediately jump you into the Alliance versus Horde dynamic and this social instability of Stormwind right off the bat. So anyway, that is the groundwork. With that said, we're going to jump right into the game, but first, to set it all up, we're going to do this right. We're going to go ahead and watch the cinematic.
Four years have passed since the mortal races banded together and stood united against the might of the Burning Legion. Though Azeroth was saved, the tenuous pact between the Horde and the Alliance has all but evaporated. The drums of war thunder once again.
Mm. Blizzard has always been able to do cinematics well. So, with that, just a quick overview of the add-ons I will be using. I'll be using Baganon, or Baganon, just to be able to keep track of my bags easier. This scrap add-on will allow me to sell or destroy grays with a button or with a keyboard click, just in case, because in Classic, bag space was an absolute issue. I do have about 6 gold-ish, maybe 7, that I will be giving to this character, the Warlock, from another character I have, but on this account, I only have another character up to level 15, so it's not like we're going to be able to power level. But again, I don't care much about the gameplay. I want this to be easy. I don't care about leveling. I don't really care about any of that. All of that only matters only so far as we can access the story as we need to. So obviously we're going to have gameplay and stuff, but I'm not interested in making money, only again for exactly what I need in order to get to the story bits, to make the gameplay a little bit easier to do that. Here we have this chatty little NPC add-on. It's a really good add-on. As I've been sort of looking it over for Classic, it's a little clunky. It runs a little slow, so I think probably in the beginning, you know what? Actually, I'm gonna go ahead and leave it on. Leave it on for now. If we don't like it, I'll read it myself. But we'll see. We'll see. I'm not 100% committed. Anyway, dialogue UI, all that does is it has updated the user interface for during quest dialogue and stuff like that. It looks nicer, and it zooms in on the characters and stuff, so that's cool. This add-on here, MaxDPS, is just kind of rotation helper. Again, I'm not trying to be good at the game. I'm trying to get to the story. And this is just the input for that. Zone Lore. This is another add-on that will help us with the lore. So when we enter into a new zone in general, I will stop and open that up and just read sort of the overarching lore of that zone, why it's important in Cataclysm at the time, or not in Classic at the time, and then we will be able to move on from there. And I will be using an in-game guide, Zygor guides. I've been using them for years. I love it. And so, um, again, it's just going to help us streamline things, get to the story, make sure that we cover everything, because that's the point. All the quests, all the lore, from beginning to end, as much as possible, and as chronologically as Blizzard kind of allows with the way the game is. In fact, in this episode, in this stream, we're going to find where I have to break that rule. Once we hit about a level 11 or 12, we're going to actually have to leave Elwynn Forest and go into Loch Modan for just a small amount of time, to get a few levels before we come back and then go to Westfall. And that's just because Classic was very difficult to move exactly from Elwynn to Westfall, a solo. I am a Warlock because it is one of the classes that allows for survivability and probably some of the quickest killing, especially once we hit like 14 and we can do the life tap, life siphon cycle, then things become a lot easier. So with that, let's hop on in and check out this first cinematic. I love the music all throughout this game too. So good. Every expansion has had really good music too. But I've been playing WoW since... Oh, I don't have the subtitles on.
Though the recent invasion of the demonic Burning Legion decimated their sister kingdom of Lordaeron, the defenders of Stormwind stand vigilant against any who would threaten the sanctity of their lands. Nestled in the foothills of Elwynn Forest, Stormwind City is one of the last bastions of human power in the world. Ruled by the Child King Anduin Wrynn, the people of Stormwind remain steadfast in their commitment to the Grand Alliance. Backed by their stalwart allies, the armies of Stormwind have been called away to fight the savage Horde on distant battlefields. With the armies gone, the defense of Stormwind now falls to its proud citizens. You must defend the kingdom against the foul mongrels that encroach upon it, and hunt down the subversive traitors who seek to destroy it from within. Now is the time for heroes. Now humanity's greatest chapter can be told.
There we go. All right. So as you can see over here on the right, this is the Zygor guide. I'm going to drop it down. Let me do a little bit of setting stuff. Settings real quick that I could not do before we got in here. All right, we got that. Automation. We do not want to accept all the quests. We'll select the dialogue ourselves. We will take automatic. Let's see. Automatically buy guided items. Yes, yeah. All right. Gear. We're gonna have it automatically equip suggested gear upgrades for all slots. And it's again because I would do that anyway, especially for these low levels. There's no reason not to. Talent advisor. We want the affliction build when that time comes. And guide viewer, I think we're good to go there. All right, let me do a couple of things. We're gonna auto loot for sure. I don't know why that is just not an automatic thing that Blizzard has put in there. Let's see, what else do I need? I need we'll do that. Colorblind text to speech off. All right, good. Subtitles on. If it was on? Put the dark opacity there. I wonder why it didn't show them if it was already on. No, well, it doesn't really matter. Interface, I think we're good there. Good there. General. Okay. All right, we will see if I need to change anything. We will. Oh, yes, there is something we need to change. Unlock the window. Push you over here. You guys can't see the chat. I'm going to keep that hidden. But all right, let's see. Oh, I know it. Check the add-ons real quick. We got those are the ones in there. Add-ons. We want the settings for this. I think those are probably good. At the default settings, we want that always on. That is fine. All right, we're gonna. That is got a little pause here. So because one of the things about this add-on is it reads the text quest or the quest text and stuff like that, but almost always when you click on an NPC, right, they have something to say, like the character. We want to give it just a pause before it starts reading so that those things don't bleed over. All right, so I think we're good there. Let's see, we're gonna put you up here. All right. Oh yes, as a warlock. So one of the things is, right off the bat, we want our imp. We want our imp because if we don't get that imp quickly, then it's going to go poorly for us. Okay, I need to turn the game down a little bit. All right, let's go in here. Options, audio, master volume. We're going to take the master volume down to about 60%. But we want hold on. Let's see. Keep the master volume up. We want the effects down, ambient down. We want the dialogue up. Okay, that should work. That should keep the add-on reading the quest text loud enough. And so anyway, the first thing we need to do here is we need to kill a few wolves in order to get some junk to sell, so that we can get get our first skill, our first spell and stuff. So actually, we're gonna go ahead and sell that because we're not gonna need. We'll destroy that here in a second. So we did that. Sold the trash. All right. Oop. Now it's gonna start. All right. Here we go.
What can I do for you?
I hope you strapped your belt on tight, young traveller, because there is work to do here in Northshire, and I don't mean farming. The Stormwind Guards are hard-pressed to keep the peace here, with so many of us in distant lands and so many threats pressing close. And so we're enlisting the aid of anyone willing to defend their home and their alliance. If you're here to answer the call, then speak with my superior, Marshal McBride. He's inside the abbey behind me.
Have a good one.
All right. What was that? Somebody pop on? Okay. We will talk to Marshal McBride in a second. So there are a couple of main sort of storylines that go on here in Northshire.
Can I help you? Be careful.
She's not talking. She's not.
The stolen tome.
Oh, we don't want that. No, thank you. Okay. I don't remember there not being. Anyway, all right. You there, Demoniko, right? I hope you're sure about becoming a warlock, because if you can't hold your own, you're likely to get pulled under. I'm to teach you, but I need to make sure you're strong enough first. There was a novice studying at the Abbey who ran off to join the Defiers Brotherhood. Why do I care? Well, he stole some important books. One of those happens to be a book I wanted for myself, The Powers of the Void. Steal it for me. They have it hidden at their tent in the vineyards. So we need to go get this book, which is important because that'll get us our imp much earlier than the game. Much earlier than the game actually probably wants you to. So we're gonna go cheese here a second so that we can go get this imp. All right, let's see. We need. Oh, that's nice. It tells me when I don't have my spells. All right, so I am going to run straight through. I'm not going to fight any of these because they will kill me one at a time. So what I need to do is I gotta go run right into this tent. Once I get in there, they won't be able to attack me, which is great because that's the whole point. All right, so I want to get in here now. All right. Okay, there we go. We're good. I want to zoom all the way out. What I need is we need this book right here, and I can't believe on the first try I got the right distance. Nice. All right, so now we're gonna hearth back to the marshal and go get our imp, because this will help the leveling process and our survivability by being able to kill more things quicker.
Hello.
The arcane only corrupts those who are weak. Even if you do not follow the path of Warlock, you would do well to remember that.
Safe travels.
It was too conspicuous for me to steal the book myself. What luck one of their own patsies did the dirty work for me.
Farewell.
Excellent. I was never able to gain access to this text. It was held in a protected wing of the library that would have looked suspicious for me to be lording around. Well, you did a good job in getting this, and I'm convinced that you can probably handle your own imp, so there's no reason for me not to show you how to summon one. Excellent. We get, and a ding. Nice. Alright, so let's summon our imp. Excellent. Very nice. Let me check. I might actually be missing an add-on. Did I put the Chatty NPC add-on? Did I put the vanilla? Oh yeah, I did. Okay. All right. Well, they just must not have had a voice for that one. Interesting. Oh, so Zygor's telling me to get rid of the Hearthstone for now because we need the bag space, but we will get another one soon when we go down the road here. Marshal McBride. Hey, citizen, you look like a stout one. We guards are spread a little thin out here, and I could use your help.
Be careful.
Ah, good. Another volunteer. We're getting a lot of you these days. I hope it's enough. The human lands are threatened from without, and so many of our forces have been marshaled abroad. This, in turn, leaves room for corrupt and lawless groups to thrive within our borders. It is a many-fronted battle we wage, adventurer. Gird yourself for a long campaign.
For a long campaign, okay. Oops, wrong button. What am I doing here? Oh, I need to be back on the screen.
For the Alliance.
Your first task is one of cleansing. Adventurer. A clan of kobolds have infested the woods to the north. Go there and fight the kobold vermin you find. Reduce their numbers so that we may one day drive them from Northshire.
Alright, gotta kill the kobolds. Go over here, accept.
How are you?
Hello, Warlock. Normally I'd be out on the beat looking after the folk of Stormwind, but a lot of the Stormwind guards are fighting in the other lands, so I am here deputized and offering bounties when I'd rather be on patrol.
See you around.
Egan Peltskinner is looking for someone to hunt diseased wolves for him. That's good news, because we're seeing a lot more diseased wolves in Northshire Valley lately. If you're interested, then speak with Egan. He's around the side of the Abbey, to the left.
Alright. He's around the side of the Abbey to the left.
Safe travels.
Recently, a new group of thieves has been hanging around Northshire. They call themselves the Defiers Brotherhood, and have been seen across the river to the east. I don't know what they're up to.
Hey, somebody buffed me.
I'm sure it's not good. Bring me the bandanas they wear, and I'll reward you with a weapon.
Excellent.
See you later.
Reward me with a weapon. So, let's go turn in the Peltskinner quest around the corner. Here.
Good day to you.
That's true. Hun, I'm looking for someone to hunt me some wolves. Are you that person?
Have a good one.
Whatever is affecting these wolves isn't going away.
Nope.
Each day that passes...
All right, so there we go. We already ran into one of the problems in that add-on. It's completely different parsed quest text. So I'll just read this one. And actually, I'm thinking, now that I'm listening to it, it really bothering me. So I think we're going to just switch over to me reading them for the time being. Wolves across the border. I hate those nasty timber wolves. Let's see, what's he sound like?
Hey there.
Hey there. I hate those nasty timber wolves, but I sure like eating wolf steaks. Bring me tough wolf meat, and I will exchange it for something you'll find useful. Tough wolf meat is gathered from hunting the timber wolves and young wolves wandering the Northshire countryside. All right, so we gotta go
Safe travel.
get him some wolf steaks. All right, so one of the things, again, in Classic that is frustrating that I will have to get used to while we're doing these zones is remembering that that mobs get tagged individually, right? That I can help somebody kill something, but one of the good things about retail is, and in my opinion, they changed it so that there's very few things. There are very few things that I wouldn't get credit for if somebody else already had it tagged and I helped out. Alright. Let's see. Alright, looks like I got a new pair of pants. Very nice. So at level 4, I have, maybe level 5. I have a wand waiting for me in my
My mana is low.
in my mailbox. Good lord, I couldn't remember the name.
It's too far away.
All right, let's get these steaks quick. Anyway, a wand is going to again help. Is going to help level up faster. Actually, it's going to increase our DPS tremendously because it actually will allow me to cast instead of using my shadow bolt over and over and over again. It'll allow me to cast or use the wand, which is at a higher level. Quicker, more DPS. All right, let's see. Uh-oh. Oh no, don't kill my imp. Help him. He's pretty hardy at this level, though. Well, I should say against level 1 wolves. Alright, there we go. Alright. Now, Kobold Vermin. So, as I was saying before, we've got a few quest lines here in Northshire. They all revolve around helping out the Abbey with various things, but we've got Marshal McBride wanting us to get rid of the Kobold Vermin, and eventually over across the way we'll have Millie? Can't remember. The wine maker. She will want us to go get some grapes, and the Defias Brotherhood, which become a much bigger deal in the zone of Westfall. They make an appearance here. It's our first hint that the Defias Brotherhood might be a problem. And the way they tell the story, and actually the whole reasoning for the Defias in the first place, is upended in the Cataclysm, or at least the way we interact with the Defias. So it's really interesting here that we get a foretaste. And especially, ooh, ding, very nice. Especially in Classic, what we learn about the Defias kind of makes me not feel great about the fact that we basically end up spending a good portion of our early time in this game giving them problems. One of the cool bits, and we do find out about this more and more as we move on, but one of the cool bits about the Defias is that they were laborers that were basically screwed by the nobles of Stormwind and cheated out of money, and that is what caused them, they became poor, destitute, and that is actually what caused Van Cleef to lead kind of this rebellion of the Defias Brotherhood, and why they do not like Stormwind. They don't like King, they don't like the nobles, and they don't like us, because we basically work for the king. And I don't feel great. I don't feel great about having to support the nobles in their basic extermination of a group they helped create, because they didn't want to pay, because they wanted to screw the poor. But that is the game that we have here, so let's go turn in our quest and see what they have next for us. Also, not getting mounts until 20 is going to be a drag.
You need something?
Hey, Demoniko.
Adventurer,
Oh.
how goes the hunt for diseased young wolves?
It goes well, but before I turn that in, let me go ahead and turn off this add-on. We're going to turn that add-on off for now, reload, so I'll just read them. All right.
Hello.
All right, hello, Demoniko. I'm getting hungry. Did you get that tough wolf meat?
See you around.
Ah, you've been busy. I can't wait to cook up that wolf meat. I have some things here you might want to take your pick. You might want to take your pick. I can read. All right, let's get our nice little boot upgrade. We'll go over here and vendor our trash real quick so we have some space.
Greetings.
All right, good, good, good. I think we're probably good to sell those. Yeah, all right. Going in. I love the bells there.
King's honor, friend. Light bless you.
Well done, citizen. Those kobolds are thieves and cowards, but in large numbers they pose a threat to us, and the humans of Stormwind do not need another threat. For defeating them, you have my gratitude.
Go with honor, friend.
Alright, first of all, that's a pretty harsh way to talk about the kobolds. They have their own problems, which get fleshed out throughout this game, which I also think is pretty neat. Alright, 2 quests here. I was asked to bring this to your attention as soon as you returned from the kobold camps, Demoniko. It appears to be a letter sealed with the insignia of Drusilla, one of our local trainers. I wouldn't hesitate to read it before you go about any other business here in the Abbey. Read the tainted letter and speak to Drusilla. Yep, that is our Warlock trainer.
Be careful.
Demoniko, my scouts tell me that the kobold infestation is larger than we had thought. A group of kobold workers has camped near Echo Ridge mine to the north. Go to the mine and remove them. We know there are at least 10. There were a lot more when I saw them. Kill them, see if there are more, and then report back to me. Alright, that's fine. So let's go kill these kobold workers. Let's see. So, yeah. As we move through, there will be times as well where I read us some interesting little bits of lore about the area we're in, or about the quest we're doing. And one of those, let's see. Give me 1 second. Let's see. Alright, let's see. So as we're killing these things and we're doing the gameplay, I will try to not get myself killed while also giving us some little bits of lore. Northshire Abbey is a monastery in the Church of the Holy Light, marking its spiritual center for Stormwind, or Elwynn Forest, actually. It's where the kingdom, where the kingdom of Stormwind sends new recruits. Both warriors and priests of the light go here to begin their training. Well, that's not all, but from a lore perspective, yeah. So it's interesting. From a lore perspective, I shouldn't really be here. In the Cataclysm, they update it so that it makes more sense that all the different classes are here. But from a lore perspective, it doesn't make a ton of sense that I, as a warlock, am here right now. Many of the Abbey's clergy belong to the priesthood of the light, an institution dating back to the early days of the human kingdoms. All right, where are we at? 4 out of 10. All right. Tucked into the north of Elwynn Forest, the Abbey represents Stormwind's religious influence reaching even into frontier villages. Frontier villages, I get that it's supposed to feel like this is much further away from Stormwind, but it is really not. It is really not that far. All right. After the destruction of Stormwind in the First War and its rebuilding, the Abbey symbolized the resilience of the human kingdom. Yes, so this takes place after the Second War with the Orcs, well, with the Horde, and before the Third War, I believe, yes. What else do we have? The Church of the Light, represented by abbeys like this one, was arguably as influential as Stormwind's nobles in shaping human culture. I think that's probably true of the real world as well. While not directly mentioned here in Vanilla, Archbishop Benedictus, the head of the church at the time, would have been the ultimate superior of abbeys like Northshire. One more worker. Where you at? There we go. Even though it's a place of faith, its priests and clerics were expected to defend against gnolls and orc incursions, blending religion and combat. And in the Cataclysm, we actually do have some orc spies that are right here in this area that mess with us as we're trying to go through and do stuff. There are no orcs here right now, back here at this timeline. Sell off some junk.
Well met.
Yeah, thank you. I don't need that. We will keep that for now. We did not read our tainted letter. Too often, people like the followers of the Holy Light scare those curious about true power into thinking they cannot investigate any form of the arcane. Not all things from outside this world are evil. Not all entities seek to dominate or subjugate others. If you are powerful enough, those same entities can become the followers. This is something I would like to discuss more with you. Seek me out in the graveyard on the right side of the Abbey. Drusilla LaSalle, Warlock Trainer. Nice. Yes. We already met up with her, though, because we needed our little imp friend who is named Abatuk.
What can I do for you? Be careful.
I don't like hearing of all these kobolds in our mine. No good can come of this. Here, take this as payment, and when you're ready, speak to me again. I would like you to go back to the mines one more time. Gee, I wonder who else you want me to kill, sir? Marshal? Your previous investigations are proof that the Echo Ridge mine needs purging. Jesus, Marshal. Return to the mine and help clear it of kobolds. Waste no time, Demoniko. The longer the kobolds are left unmolested in the mine, the deeper a foothold they gain in Northshire. Alright. We gotta go kill 12 kobolds. Poor guys and gals. And, non-binary kobolds. Alright, let's see. We're going to learn corruption.
What can I do for you?
You can help me.
Farewell.
Ah, so you have arrived, and not a moment too soon, Demoniko. Some of the guards were over here a moment ago, and they were giving me a curious look. Pathetic mundanes.
Safe travels.
As you grow in power, you will be tempted. You must always remember to control yourself. I will not lie. Corruption can come to any practitioner of the arcane, especially one who deals with creatures from the twisting nether. Be patient and be prudent, but do not let that repress your ambition. As you grow more powerful, return to me, and I will teach you more about our ways.
Be careful.
All right, I'm actually
Well
going to learn the corruption spell. We're not going to learn Curse of Weakness right now because it honestly
Have a good
doesn't.
one.
It's not worth the cost. All right, let's put corruption on our bar. Ooh, thank you, priest. All right. So that one wants us to go first. Oh no, yeah. All right. Now I got to be a little careful here because these. What level? We're 4 already. My goodness. All right. These are moving right along. So, I actually am really close to being able to get that wand, and I am going to once I hit, I think it's level 5. I'm gonna run down to Goldshire, Goldshire. I don't know why I keep calling it Goldshire. I'm gonna run down to Goldshire and get the wand, and that'll just continue to. Oh, all right, don't die. I need to fix a keybind real quick. Option, keybind, action bar. Oh no, don't die. 3. All right, okay. That was from a different add-on I was using before. I had it bound to where I need to, where I have my Shadow Bolt bound right now. All right, let's see.
I need to get closer.
I don't want to get closer. They're gonna hurt me. All right. So as I'm going through here, I will need to try to pay attention, but I also want to read some more little lore nuggets. Where are you? There we go. All right, where were we? The vineyard outside the abbey is plagued by Defias thugs, hinting at the greater Defias storyline that defines Westfall, as I said before. All right. Let's grab you. The fact that criminals and gnolls threaten Stormwind's starting zone shows just how fragile the kingdom is after rebuilding. Oh, man, that thing took forever. Oh, no. Okay. We got lucky there. It's a good thing I was looking. This one running around, it needs to go. Come here, you. Alright. 5 out of 12, alright. Let's see. Northshire is plagued by kobolds in its mines and gnolls at its borders, both symbolic of Stormwind's weak grasp on its own territory.
I'm out of range.
Yeah, kobolds are one of those things that are a permanent threat. Although there is a quest line in The War Within where we don't really necessarily team up with a kobold, but we have sort of a inside kobold, as it were, to help us take down the Candle King. But for now, they're just a problem. And we're gonna get our mana back up. Let's see. Architecturally, the abbey reflects Stormwind's broader design, white stone spires and stained glass, linking it to the capital itself. Yeah, I actually want to, when we get back over there to turn in a quest, I want to take a look at the abbey. It's really pretty neat looking. A pretty cool structure for a starting zone, I think. Now, I found originally, back in the day, it was very easy to get lost in that building. Just because it's also got it's got a weird inner architecture. But oop, no, we don't want that. Yeah. All right. Hello. Yeah, see, it's a little harder to read and pay attention here because this is a place that is crawling with these guys. Alright, but they were getting a good drop rate on these, though. So that's good. Alright, let's come back over here. They're starting to respawn. We don't want to get caught unawares. Alright, let's see. The Abbey instills in new players not just combat training, but the philosophy of the light. A blend of faith and discipline central to humanity. It's safe walls and nope. What am I doing? Its safe walls stand in stark contrast to the chaos outside, making it a symbolic bubble of order against gnolls, kobolds, and brigands. Yeah, I mean that's pretty much how all fortresses work, right? Alright, we need 2 more.
I need more mana.
We're gonna let that guy run away. Come over here and oh, there. Okay. Beyond training soldiers, here comes another one. Crap. The Abbey functioned as a place of healing for the local populace, combining medicine and magic. Alright. Are we gonna survive? Alright, we'll see. I think we'll be okay. I think our imp, not so much. Poor imp. Bye, Abatuk. You'll be back in a second. Alright. So let's head back and turn in these couple quests. Let's see. Do we have a skirmish at Echo Ridge? Then we'll head over, I think, to the mine. Take care of that. Lore-wise, abbeys like this would be governed by abbots or senior priests reporting back to Stormwind Cathedral. For many common folk in Elwynn, the abbey would have been their only direct contact with larger church hierarchy.
Good day to you.
Yes, because, I mean, there really aren't any other churches. Back with some bandanas, I see. The Stormwind army appreciates your help. All right, we're going to go ahead and
Have a good one.
upgrade our knife, so that's nice. Let's see.
See you later.
You've shown yourself a dependable warlock, Demoniko. Dependable and not afraid to get your hands dirty, eh? I have a friend, Millie Osworth, who's in some trouble. She's over with her wagon on the other side of the abbey, near the stable. I'm sure she could use a pair of hands like yours.
Have a good one.
Yes, she could. Garrick Padfoot, a cutthroat who's plagued our farmers and merchants for weeks, was seen at a shack near the vineyards, which lies east of the abbey and across the bridge. Bring me the villain's head and earn his bounty. But be wary, Demoniko. Garrick has gathered a gang of thugs around him. He will not be an easy man to reach. You know, Deputy, you definitely sound like the police. Thugs. Bring me his head. My goodness. We can't talk? We can't just talk it out? Nope, guess not. Alright. I think we're good. Oh, it's telling me what to do with the scrap visualizer. Alright, so now we gotta head up to the mine and kill some kobolds. Unfortunate for them. Yeah, again, it's really, we immediately start to see how this game sets up, especially in this area, humans as the defenders of the light, even though I'm over here, you know, summoning demons. All right, let's see. In later expansions, Northshire is attacked directly by orcs, but vanilla already hints at constant external pressure. Yeah. We definitely will end up... What do we need? Laborers. We definitely end up dealing with all of these external pressures. And it's not right away. It really isn't, I think, until we get into Westfall and we start going down the line of the Defias quests and that story, that we start to find out that Stormwind isn't as innocent as it wants to believe. All right, let's see. The vineyard outside wasn't just farmland. It reflected the church's wealth and control over the resources of Elwynn Forest. Yes. Poverty, corruption in the form of Defias, faith, and resilience all show up here in miniature, making this starting zone a snapshot of Stormwind's can't speak, bigger struggles. And yeah, that's true. Although I would, again, I'm gonna belabor this point for a while. I do think that the whole we are bad because we won't lick the boot of the noble who screwed us is a really interesting way to frame the making of the villains of the Defias. It definitely holds to a very law and order approach of it's black and white, you're either with us or you're against us, but I think games like this and media literacy in general, ding, yay, 5, okay, give us the opportunity to sort of ask questions of real life. Excuse me, my goodness. Right? Was it wicked? Or ask the question, are people born evil? Or are people born wicked, or do they have wickedness thrust upon them? I think in this case, we can safely say that the Defias had wickedness thrust upon them. And it was definitely Stormwind and the nobles in particular that helped lead to the poverty and starvation that we end up seeing in Westfall, but right here in Elwynn, you don't get we don't see a lot of that. Right now, it's very easy to paint them as the enemy, but we see the sort of the fallout of what's going on once we hit Westfall in a number of levels. We won't get there for a little while, but once we get there, we will definitely see. All right, leave the mine. We're gonna go talk to Millie and see what her wine problems are all about. Let's see. We need to put our demon skin back on. Gross. This area is the tutorial for human characters, and it teaches us combat, quests, and professions. It doesn't really teach us professions. I think that's a I think. Oh, I didn't read the thing. Oh, I've already screwed up. The series. A gang of brigands, the Defias, moved into the Northshire vineyards while I was harvesting. I reported it to the Northshire guards, and they assured me they'd take care of things. But I'm afraid for my crop of grapes. If the Defias don't steal them, then I fear our guards will trample them when they chase away the thugs. Please, you must help me. I gathered most of my grapes into buckets, but I left them in the vineyards to the southeast. Bring me those crates. Save my harvest.
See you
All right.
around.
Chill out. We're gonna do it. So first we're gonna go get Garrick's head for bloodthirsty Marshall McBride. Because apparently apparently diplomacy is not an option. All right. Ooh, somebody else is going over to Garrick as well. Maybe we can help them out. Oh, it's a priest too. Alright. They might need some help for sure. See if they'll Alright. Thanks. This way, now we don't have to fight each other for the head. We'll both get it. Yay. Alright. Thank you. Excellent. Well, we'll see if this person wants to stick around or not. Oh, and the answer is they do not. But that was all right. That will help out a good deal. All right. Oops. Let's see. We don't want to catch all three of those guys, so let's back up. Players' first real grind was against kobolds, famous for their "you take no candle" line. Yes, that is true. You no take candle. I just read that wrong too. Alright. Uh-oh. Oh no, let's see. Can we do it? Alright, let's see. See if we can pop. Alright, we're good. Let's go. I was a little worried there, but as it turns out, Abatuk, he took care of them. Alright. Excellent. Now we go in, get some grapes. Yeah. I like the kobolds, actually. You know, take candle. I mean, I don't like them here. But I will say, we were sent to kill them. They are not aggressive. And that's, while that is normal for the gameplay of these starting zones, I will say that it does say something to me that we were sent out to slaughter. Sent out to slaughter a group of creatures that weren't bothering anybody. I mean, it says they're very bloodthirsty, but they don't seem that bloodthirsty when they're just standing around not attacking me on sight. Like, I think I might be the aggressor there. The Vineyard introduces Defias as human bandits, laying groundwork for Westfall's story. Yes, as I've been saying, this is true. Echoes of Stormwind's greater troubles with labor and resource disputes. That is what the mines represent. Alright. Go ahead and help. Help her. Uh-oh. Nope. Gonna need you back over here, buddy. Whatever. I know at some point I'm probably going to have to either join a guild or really develop some relationships with folks in order to do the quest lines and stuff for dungeons and things, because back in Classic you couldn't just queue up for a dungeon in the dungeon finder, which again, big bummer, because I love the dungeon finder. I like the raid finder for that matter. Again, I'm very easily satisfied. I'm easily pleased when it comes to to the game. I am definitely their target market. Somebody who's gonna see the changes and be like, yeah, I'm fine with that. All right, we need about 10 more kills. Good lord. All right, let's see what else. We're not that far off of we're almost done with this area, really. We took care of Garrick Padfoot. We got his head. We're actually carrying that around in our bag. Gross. And then we will transition to Goldshire, and that will take us pretty smoothly into the rest of the Human Alliance experience. Uh-oh. This isn't gonna go well. Let's see. My mana is low. I'm not gonna be able to... Alright, let's go. Uh-oh. Let's see here. Are we gonna be able to survive? I think we'll be alright. There we go. Oh, thank you, person. I definitely need some mana. Because I need my imp back. Oh, man. That, I was so lucky there. I thought for sure that thing was coming after me. Should have come after me. It really should have. All right, let's go get these other kills over here. Away from everything else. Ah, good lord. Cannot wait to go get that wand. Let's see here. All right, as we're wrapping up. The Abbey's northern border. This is interesting. Its position at Stormwind's northern edge meant it doubled as a watch post against incursions from Redridge and beyond. We will be visiting Redridge because it is another place that gets really just kind of wrecked and changed all around story-wise by the Cataclysm. But again, that's, I mean, that is so far down the road. We got a while, that's for sure. Okay, let's go turn in Millie's grapes. Founded after Stormwind was rebuilt post-First War, Northshire reflected the kingdom's attempt to replant roots after the devastation. The Abbey stood as a physical reminder of the resilience of humanity after being driven from their capital by the Horde in Warcraft 1. The Defias Vineyard The Defias Vineyard
Good day.
subtly shows how Stormwind's neglect wasn't just hurting farmers, but even religious lands. Yes, we have the harvest.
Have a good one.
Oh, thank you. You saved my harvest, and I hope you showed a few of those Defias that they can't cause trouble around here. We might be short on guards these days, but we're lucky to have heroes like you to protect us.
Safe travels.
Now that my crop is saved, take this grape manifest to Brother Niels. He manages the store of food and drink in Northshire, and I'm sure he'll be delighted to hear that he has fresh grapes. You'll find Brother Niels in the Abbey, in the bell tower, where he likes to taste his wine.
Have a good one.
Yes, I'm sure that Brother Niels is very, very, he very much wants his wine. Okay. Let's see. Can I get,
Hey there.
should Warlock training? Oh no, we don't have
Careful.
it anymore. Get them at 6. Is there any grimoires I can get? Oh, I can get Pack of Blood already. Well, yeah, let's do that. Okay.
See you later.
So Pack of Blood is an imp passive that basically just gives me more health. Gives me stamina, which gives me more health. Never a bad thing, especially when you're a cloth wearer. Okay, let's read the Grape Manifest real quick. Brother Niels, my grapes are saved. Demoniko, the bearer of this manifest, braved my thug-infested vineyard and gathered the grapes that I could not. Although the Defias still roam across the river, nearly my entire crop has been salvaged. You may add a load full of grape bushels to your stores. May the light protect us. Millie Osworth.
How are you?
I'm good. Did you find Garrick's shack? Are we finally free of that villain? Yes.
Safe
Here,
travel.
have his head, you absolute beast. Ha, you caught him. You've done Elwynn a great service and earned a nice bounty. Yep, we're gonna get some new pants.
around.
Very nice. Do we have any trash even? Not much. Not much.
What can I help you with?
Alright, but we'll go ahead and sell that.
Be careful.
We did that. All right. Gonna enter the building. Let's see. We're gonna turn in skirmish at the ridge for Monster McBride.
Go with honor.
Once again, you have earned my respect and the gratitude of the Stormwind army. There may yet be kobolds in the mine, but I will marshal others against them. We have further tasks for you. Great. Give me my
The
gloves.
Alliance.
Report to Goldshire.
Light bless you.
Demoniko, you are a warlock with proven interest in the security of Northshire. You are now tasked with the protection of the surrounding Elwynn Forest. If you accept this duty, then I have prepared papers that must be delivered to Marshal Dugan in Goldshire. Goldshire lies along the southern road past the border gates. Okay,
For the Alliance.
we gotta go up these stairs and give Brother Niels his grape manifest so he can continue his ways of drinking. This might actually ding us to 6-2. I think it might.
What can I do for you?
You look to be in fine spirits. Come, have a seat and a drink.
Safe travel.
Let's see. Oh my, Millie's grapes have been saved. I'm sure he's very excited. Look at him, he jumped. When she told me that brigands overran her vineyards, I nearly despaired, but my faith in the light did not waver. And through your bravery, we now have grapes for more wine. May the light bless you, Demoniko, and keep you safe.
See you around.
There we go, level 6. Perfect. And now we head out. Oh, let's see. Jump. Now we head out to away from Northshire. Let's get out of here and let's look one last time upon the Abbey. We will see it again, and this whole area is so sparse right now. But when we come back in Cataclysm, there will be a lot going on. Goodbye, Abbey. And there we go. Down the road we go. I like how these guards are just all chill about a little demon, little imp running around. Falcon Eisenstrider. Every adventurer should rest when exhaustion sets in, and there's no finer place to get rest and relaxation than at the Lion's Pride Inn. My best friend, Innkeeper Farley, runs the Lion's Pride. If you tell him I sent you, he may give you a special discounted rate on food and drink. To find the Lion's Pride Inn, travel south along the road from here. You can't miss it. Okay.
See you later.
Yep. Now, we don't really need to do anything with this person that I'm about to go talk to or about to go see. She doesn't really have anything to say. She does sell stuff, but we don't have money to buy them. But this is one of my favorite little sort of hidden characters. Hello, kitty. Let's see. Let's pet. Pet. And I pet this over cat. I wish it would have showed that. Donnie Athenia, the crazy cat lady.
Looking for something specific?
She does sell these cats, and they will oftentimes fetch a decent price for collectors, but not, I don't think here in Classic as much as in retail, because you can collect things and see what you're collecting in retail. Here it's more like kind of you got to keep track of it yourself, because there are no achievements, none of that stuff. I don't think, yeah. Spellbook and abilities, quest log, right? Yep. And then social world map, yeah. Uh-oh. Oh no. We'll be good. Oh, I'm not gonna get any experience for killing that guy, but it's okay. We'll be all right. I should have taken the road, but I really wanted to go see. I wanted to go say hi to the cat lady, the crazy cat lady. Get her wand. I also sent myself some money, just a little bit. Marshall McBride's documents. All right, we're gonna read all of this here once we get over here. Marshall McBride's documents got 4 pages. And they're just reports. Reports. Kobolds. The activity of kobolds has increased in the vicinity of Northshire Valley. They camp north of the Abbey and within the Echo Ridge mine in alarming numbers. I have marshaled paladins, warriors, and other local folk to aid me in ridding us of the vermin. This progresses well. I will update as needed. Report. Thieves. More alarming than the kobolds, a human gang of thieves has emerged in the valley. They wear red bandanas and call themselves a brotherhood. This level of organization may lead to trouble both here and in all of Elwynn Forest. We have identified one of their leaders, one Garrick Padfoot, and hope to bring him to justice soon. Spoiler alert, we did. You're holding his head right now. Report. Wolves. There has been an increase in reported animal activities in Northshire. Egan believes the wolves in the valley were scared here from Duskwood. Ah, the first mention of Duskwood. Although the wolves rarely hunt human prey, the sheer number of them has caused some incidents with the farmers, and many livestock have gone missing. Commendation. The bearer of these documents is to be awarded deputy status with the Stormwind Army, having served Northshire with eagerness and distinction. I am confident you will find this person useful in Elwynn Forest. Signed, Marshal Douglas McBride, Stormwind Army, Northshire. I really wish, I don't think we get it, but I really do wish that could get the actual title of deputy.
Be careful.
You have word from McBride. Northshire is in a garden. You have word from McBride. Northshire is a garden compared to Elwynn Forest, but I wonder what Marshal McBride has to report. Here, let me have his papers.
Light bless you.
Well, it says here that you've been awarded acting deputy. No, dude, it says that I am a deputy. Look at that. He's already pulling it back. Freaking government, man. Acting deputy status with the Stormwind Marshals. It says with the arm. They can't even get their own crap together. Congratulations and good luck. Keeping Elwynn safe is no picnic. What with most of the army busy doing who knows what for who knows which noble. It's hard to keep track of politics in these dark days.
Go with honor, friend.
The mine in Northshire isn't the only one with problems. I have reports that Fargo Deep Mine in Elwynn has also become a haven for kobolds. Explore the mine and confirm these reports, then return to me. The mine is almost due south of Goldshire, between the Stonefield and McClure homesteads. The Stonefield and McClures, the Hatfield and McCoys. Alright.
Light bless you.
Let's see. We're going to grab our stuff from the mailbox real quick. Yes, give me money. Give me my wand. Yes, thank you. Alright, let's put the wand on here. Alright. What do we got? 6 gold. Alright, so that should keep us able to like get our skills and different things that we need.
You need something?
Hello, good sir. Do you have a moment? My brother and I run an apothecary in Stormwind, and I'm here to gather large candles for their wax. Can you help me? You can get large candles from kobolds. Ah, you know take candle. Don't you know this, William? And I hear rumors that kobolds are infesting the Elwynn mines, the Fargo Deep Mine to the south, and Jasperlode Mine to the east. I suggest looking for candles in one of those places.
Have a good one.
I'm sure you do.
Good day to you.
Welcome to my inn, weary traveler. What can I do for you?
Safe travels.
Rest and relaxation for the tired and cold. That's our motto. Please take a seat by the fire and rest your weary bones. Would you like to try a sampling of some of our fine food and drink? Yes, I would, actually. I'm going to take the water.
See you around.
All right, let's...
I supply only the finest goods.
We're going to go ahead and sell that. Sell that.
Be careful.
I'm going to go downstairs and learn Life Tap. Life Tap is good, but it is a little less useful at the moment. Oh my gosh. All right.
You need something?
The arcane only corrupts those who are weak. Keep up on your training, and you may find a similar... Or you may find a similar fate. All right, whatever. Life Tap. Life Tap basically allows me to drain my own life. I'll grab Shadow Bolt, rank 2.
Be careful.
Drain my own life in order to get mana back. But once I get life drained, then that cycle becomes good because I can basically tap my own life down, fill up my mana, and then attack some creatures and refill my health. And the cycle continues. We're going to go ahead and...
How are you?
I can train you in first aid techniques. Just train me. We're going to go ahead and get trained in the ways of first aid. Let's put you on the bar. This will help us should we need, like, bandages and stuff. And down the road, we could sell them. Alright, yeah. Create bandages in your downtime. I know. So, Goldshire. Give me a second. Alright. We're going to talk to
Hello.
Remy. Remy 2 times. Ooh, look at that face. The kobolds in these parts sometimes carry gold dust on them. I could really use the stuff. Bring me a load of it, and I'll give you the best price in town. the best price in town. You can find kobolds in Fargo Deep Mine to the south and around Jasper Lode Mine to the northeast.
That's a
Yeah,
good one.
I really wonder what he plans on using that gold for. Alright, chunk of boar meat. Since we need that for one of these other... Oh, wrong button. Forgot that I changed the buttons up. Might as well just kill these on the way over to the next part. Oh, no.
That's still recharging.
3, 2... Alright, let's see. We've got some facts about Goldshire now that we're there. We're moving on to our next place of import. Goldshire grew as a crossroads settlement after Northwind was rebuilt, positioned right along the main path between the capital and Elwynn's southern farms. Yes. So this here, down here, the Stonefield and McClure farms. This is really the first sort of storyline that we get here in Elwynn Forest. Oh my gosh!
That spell isn't ready yet.
And it really is. So it's you'll see as we go through it. You will see, but so it's the names are kind of like I mentioned before, a playoff of Hatfield and McCoy, which were a southern United States sort of folklore tale of two families who could not get along, who just always were at each other's throats, killing each other, which also, though, is, if you know Romeo and Juliet, this story very much parallels that here in WoW. This is what we're about to do. There's two families who can't stand each other, and two of the younger members of these families are in love. And we have got to try and help them out. The question is, will they make it? Or will they meet the fate of Romeo and Juliet? Time will tell. That guy. If you want, and I'm killing these on the way because we need the candles and stuff like that. So might as well do it on the way. Plus it gets us experience and all that stuff, which is also important. Goldshire, the naming origin. The name comes from the surrounding Elwynn Forest gold-flecked soil, once prized by miners before the Defias drove them out. Goldshire, that makes sense. Sitting almost dead center in Elwynn Forest, Goldshire acted as a supply and rest stop for militias and caravans heading to Red Ridge, Westfall, and Duskwood. While it had no abbey of its own, Goldshire fell under the spiritual care of Northshire Abbey priests, linking it to the greater church of the Holy Lights. All right, who are we talking to? We need to talk to Bernice here.
Hello.
Hello, I lost my necklace, and I think that gutter snipe Billy McClure took it. He's usually scuttling like a rat around the McClure vineyards east of here. Get my necklace back for me, and you'll warm an old widow's heart. My goodness, Auntie Bernice. Such words, such language. You really don't like him. We're actually going to go ahead and grab this quest, even though we won't fulfill it for a long time. The Brackwells have a prize-winning pig, Princess. This sow is huge, and she got that way from sneaking over here and eating my veggies. So before she comes to our fields, Princess must die. Bring me her collar as proof of the dead, and I'll give you of the deed, and I'll give you something for your time. Princess is usually over by the Brackwell pumpkin patch to the east and beyond the McClure farm. Get her before she gets hungry and comes back here.
Safe travels.
Yeah. We won't be dealing with that for a bit. Because I think, if I remember, let's see, I think she's like, Princess is like a level 9, and she comes with two other boars. So it would be a death wish right now. All right, so we want to make sure we're still killing these boars because their drop rate isn't real. It's not amazing, and we need those boar meats because Billy McClure is about to. He's about to ask us to do something that only a child with audacity would ask for, and it's in the response that we get when we're told about this, or when we tell about this to Grandma Hatfield or Auntie Hatfield, Auntie Bernice. I think it's Auntie Bernice. I believe she's the one. She definitely. It feels like there's some audacity there. All right, so we got those. I think we're good. We're not going to turn in... We'll talk to Gerard Tiller real quick, but this is a daily quest that basically allows us to switch out a water, so a mana refresher, to an apple. And I don't need an apple. Farming is thirsty work, and I'm always looking for refreshing spring water. If you have any, then I'm willing to make a trade. So there's nothing after that. You give it, he gives you an apple. You lost what? Well, I didn't take no necklace because I ain't no thief. I might know who did, but I'm too hungry to remember. Maybe if I got a pie, I could tell you who has that necklace. And you know, I think that old Bernice lady at the other farm makes great pork belly pies. Maybe if you gave her some chunks of boar meat from the boars that hang around our farms and told her what it was for, she'd bake a pie for you. Yeah. So this little thief wants us to bring boar meat to the person he stole from, have her bake a pie in order to let us know where it is. Maybelle McClure.
You need something?
Oh, I'm cursed. My heart belongs to Tommy Joe Stonefield, but our families are bitter enemies. So I can't see him, even though my eyes ache to gaze upon that handsome face. Please take this letter and give it to Tommy Joe. He's usually at the river to the west of the Stonefield farm, which is due west of here. Well,
have a good one.
We know that because we were there. All right. Let's go talk to Josh.
How are you?
Josh. Oh, we're gonna read Maybelle's love letter. Let's sell those. We need those. Ooh, don't sell those. All right, let's read the letter real quick. There it is. Tommy Joe, with each passing hour, my heart withers from your absence. Oh, if only our folks could see beyond the silly crimes they have done to each other, and know that the only true crime is hate. Hate consumes, and I fear in these dimming times that hate will take hold of more than just our families. If they realize this, then we could, at long last, be together. It is for that day I hope, and for that day I live. Your love, Maybelle. That was oddly insightful for this point in the game. They could only see past their silly crimes, and she's wise enough to realize that it's going to take hold of much more than just their family. Let's see. The surrounding countryside suffered constant attacks from Riverpaw Knolls, making the town a militarized waypoint despite its small size. Yes, we will have to take care of some of those gnolls here in a little bit. Hogger being the primary one. I don't think it's right feeding the boy who stole my necklace in the first place, but if that's what it takes to get it back, then so be it. Do you have the boar meat? We do,
Safe
actually.
travels.
Though this wild boar meat is tough, simmered enough, and it sure does make for some tasty pie.
See you later.
Here you go. Well, that was quick. You just have that in your pocket, lady? Here you go. And when you give this pie to that Billy, you tell him I hope he chokes on it. Oh, man.
See you around.
She's not playing around. All right, we're going to go talk to Tommy Joe. I think that was the name. Yep, Tommy Joe Stonefield. My goodness, she hopes she chokes on it. Bandits often disguise themselves as laborers in and around Goldshire, showing how deeply Defias conspiracy has sunk into Stormwind's rural economy. Tommy Joe, what the heck are you doing over here? You have what? Maybelle is the light of my dull life. Hurry, let me see her letter.
Safe travels.
I can't stand us being apart. I'll have to see her.
See you around.
Please, Demoniko, talk with my grandma. If anyone can find a way to bring me together with Maybelle, she can. She's inside our house, east of here.
Have a good one.
All right. Let's go talk to Granny. I love the storyline. It's simple, it's easy, it's classic. Yet it's still satisfying. Let's see. Goldshire was the face of Elwynn for most travelers coming from Stormwind. Its prosperity or lack thereof reflected the kingdom's health. Grandma Stonefield, let's see. While our families are feuding, Tommy Joe and Maybelle don't have much of a future. But maybe we can get them together for just a little while. What can we do? Grandma, you devil.
Light bless you.
I bet William Pestle has a potion to unite our two young lovers. Here, take this note to William. He's staying at the Lion's Pride Inn in Goldshire.
Safe travels.
We know where that is. Grandma, what does your letter say? We're just reading everybody's mail. Hello, William. It's been years since we've spoken, but I trust you and your brother are well, and that your apothecary thrives. I must ask a favor of you, William. In short, my grandson Tommy Joe has lost his heart to young Maybelle McClure. And although they adore each other, our families... I guess I cannot read that and fight at the same time. That is a good safety feature. Let's see. And although they adore each other, our families have been feuding for years. I fear the war between the Stonefields and McClures will kill Tommy Joe and Maybelle's blossoming romance. And in times like these, where dark news and rumors of war loom over us, youth and love must be nurtured. So the favor. I ask that you use your skills and concoct a potion or elixir to aid these young lovers in their quest for each other. Thank you, William. And please, when you have some time away from work, come visit. We'll have a few chuckles over the past. Is Grandma? Is she interested in William Pestle? I don't know. I actually do not know. I don't think there's any budding romance there. They might just be friends. But I think we will see. I could look it up actually, but see here, I'll look here in a second. The Lion's Pride Inn wasn't just a tavern. It doubled as a trading post for farmers and craftsmen, making it the de facto economic hub of Elwynn. That's right, because there really is nothing else in this whole forest. Oh, I'm going the wrong way. What am I doing? Well, we'll just go around. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. Nope.
I can't cast that yet.
Yep, I know that. Thank you. We might get all these candles before we ever head into the mine. My goodness. Alright, let's see. Lore implies that Stormwind's lesser nobles and knights sometimes pass through Goldshire, leaving behind both money and resentment. By vanilla, Goldshire felt run down compared to Stormwind. Another example of the Crown ignoring its outlying communities. Yes, and we will see even more of that in Westfall. Because of its central location, the town saw occasional travelers from Dalaran and Stormwind's mage quarters, sparking whispers of arcane dealings in the region. I mean, well, yeah, because, I mean, humans can be mages in this game, and they would have started here, so I think it's more than just rumors. Ugh, I'm starving. Do you have that pie for me? Yes, I do. Yum. This pie is the best. I hope it's good, because she got it out of her pocket. I think my memory is coming back to me. I was playing near the Fargo Deep Mine, and I think I saw the old lady's necklace. Don't ask me how it got there, it wasn't me. Well, anyway, I saw this big gold-toothed kobold pick up the necklace and run into the mine. Go find that kobold and you'll find the necklace, I swear. Alright. Yep, this is basically just telling me to collect all the linen cloth that I find. And the reason why this guide is doing this, because it is going to try and have me make a wand for this Warlock down the road, but I don't need to do that. I would just buy it. And I already have. Alright. Oh, look at you.
That's still recharging.
So I'm going to have to be really careful and focus inside this mine. It can go poorly quickly. Alright, let's see. Let's get around here. Although, it looks like that person who came out of here did a little cleaning. Did a little house cleaning for me, so that's nice. So we can get in here quick enough. We gotta go find Goldtooth. I think Goldtooth is level 9 though, so we could be... Oh no. Darn it, wrong button. Again. Hey, get off my... Yes, please hit me instead. I don't want to waste the, I don't want to waste the magic. I don't want to waste the magic re-summoning my imp. Alright, look at that. Oh man, the ding heal, let's go. Love it. I love when that happens. I didn't even realize how close we were to leveling. What are we? 7. Alright. Okay. Oh, son of a gun. Yep, told you. It can go poorly quickly. I wasn't paying attention. Alright. Do I have... I don't even... And I don't have... Alright. I don't have any potions. Alright, we're alright. That was close. Goldtooth should be right down here. Alright. We're gonna grab this guy first. Alright, Goldtooth is level 8. We are level 7, so we want to definitely be healed up. So we are going to eat this apple. Remember when I said I didn't eat an apple? Maybe I did. Alright. here we go. This would be so much more difficult if I didn't have this wand. Alright, we're gonna need to kill that guy. Now, the problem here, where we might run into, is that this mob respawned real fast. So we need to get this and get out. There we go. Bernice's necklace. Alright. Ooh, I like that guy's name. Auto Fit. Alright, let's go. Oh, it wants us to... how far in are we? 1900, huh? 21 kills? Alright, well, we're gonna kill some of these kobolds, but I don't want to do it in here. Because again, it can go poorly quickly. Dude, this guy would have been dead if I hadn't been here. Level 5 getting attacked by 2 of those? No, sir. Even if he is a paladin. No way. See, these kobolds are aggressive. See, now these kobolds, I feel less bad killing them. Because they are doing, they're doing a lot. They're doing too much. They're doing entirely too much. Alright, let's see. While we're killing that. Though peaceful looking, the town sat between bandit camps, gnoll dens, and wolf packs, making it far less secure than it appeared. Yeah, I don't know who thinks it's secure. I'll tell you who. People who aren't out here fighting these dang kobolds. That's who. Goldshire's struggles highlighted the broader failure of Stormwind's monarchy. The capital thrived, but the nearby villages, they did not. They struggled. And that is true. And we're going to see that. We're going to see that happen over and over again. Okay. Come out. The inn's name reflects... Oh, the Lion's Pride Inn. There we go. The Lion's Pride Inn name reflects Stormwind's heraldry, the lion, underscoring how propaganda and patriotism were baked into even small towns. Good Lord, can we say, hello, America? Hello. I love it. I love it. We can see that. Yeah. Goldshire frequently hosted Stormwind soldiers traveling to frontier zones like Redridge, showing its military unity. Yes. There are many, many towns like this. Okay, sometimes there's a chest over here, but it's not here now. But since I'm on a killing spree, early quests mentioned mages and arcane users around Elwynn. Goldshire's location likely made it a gathering point for minor spellcasters. Yeah, I mean, there's me. We're out here casting spells, summoning demons. Well, I mean, it's an imp, but it's wrecking folk. It's certainly wrecking these kobolds. To the common folk of Stormwind, Goldshire was the heart of Elwynn, not its farms or abbeys. Whoever controlled Goldshire effectively controlled the forests. Yes, and I think that we will see in the Cataclysm, we actually see that play out in a much more direct way. In sort of how they frame the questing there. Ooh. Careful. Let's let that guy walk through there before we... If Goldshire had fallen fully to bandits or gnolls, Stormwind's southern trade network would have collapsed, which shows its outsized importance. And yet, the nobles aren't doing their part to try to make sure that it's taken care of. Moonbrook in Westfall and Goldshire in Elwynn serve as two mirrors, both market towns corrupted by neglect. Yeah, we're going to see Moonbrook is a pain in the butt. It is completely, unlike though Goldshire, Moonbrook is absolutely decimated and overrun by the Defias Brotherhood. Particularly, I believe it's the Trappers and the... Oh, I can't remember. They're spellcasters there, and I can't remember what they're called. But there's a quest that you have to do to clear those out. And it's okay if you don't rush in there, but they tend to be grouped up sometimes. And those spellcasters, in this game, especially early on, the spellcasters, the geomancers, the ones that shoot fireballs, those fireballs, man, hit hard. All right, we're almost done. Just 3 or 4 more kills, and we will move on to turning in some of these quests. Uh-oh. Oh man, he resisted both of those. What a waste. That guy was hardy. With this wand, it also allows me to, as long as I'm going 1-on-1, 2-on-1, it allows me to keep my downtime to a minimum. All right, let's go turn in Gold Tooth to Auntie Bernice. Locals in Goldshire kept alive folk tales and superstitions, many of which hinted at the darker woods of Duskwood in the south. Actually, I'm going to look into that a little bit more while we're going through here. Goldshire was the first major quest hub for human players, funneling them into broader Elwynn Forest. Lion's Pride was famous or infamous as the most well-known in WoW, from resting place to notorious RP hub.
You need something?
Hello. Have you found my necklace?
Safe travels.
Oh, you found it. Thank you. Thank you, dear. Here, take this. It was my husband's, and he always said it was lucky. If only he didn't forget it on his last campaign. Oh, dark. Can't wear it because it's leather, but thank you. I can sell it. Okay, so real quick, couple of questions. Let's see. Goldshire introduced players to Stormwind's Griffin system early. Did it? First flight master nearby. Is there a flight master there that I missed? What? Shut up. In vanilla, Goldshire had trainers for several classes. This is true. Teaching new players mechanics before they reach Stormwind. Yeah. Its central road became one of the most popular places in WoW for players dueling and social gathering, giving it legendary status beyond its lore. That is true. All right, let me look up here real quick. Grandma, is there a romance arc between Grandma Stonefield and William Pestle? Also, what are some of the urban legends and folklore that the residents of Goldshire keep alive? All right. Oops. Let's go up here and turn in the Gold Dust Exchange to Shady Remy. We don't know what he wants them for, but he asked for them. All right, let's see what it says. Grandma Stonefield lives in the Stonefield farm, an elderly woman who gives low-level quests. Yes, she's part of the humble farm folk of Elwynn. William Pestle is the alchemist in Goldshire, who provides ingredients and simple potions. Yes, we already know this. He's younger, scholarly, and rooted in town life rather than farm something or other. Farm life. There is no canon romance. Aw, that's a bummer. Blizzard never writes or hints at any romance between them. Their quest lines never overlap. Well, that's not true. Like, legitimately, she's sending us to him. Some players have joked about it since William often sends adventurers to gather ingredients to help people. And Grandma is depicted... Ooh, full. Alright. We will go turn this stuff in then. Straight away. I don't know actually why I didn't buy bags at the inn before. I have the gold. I have the gold for it. We'll do that too. Lore-wise, the Stonefields are tied up in a feud with the neighboring McClures, the Romeo and Juliet questline with Maybelle McClure. Yeah. That's the actual romance arc. Yeah. So no official romance. Okay. All right. Well, that's fine. But they have a friendship, so.
You need something? See you later.
Psst. You have that gold dust for me? For me? Dude, I think that guy might be, like, snorting that. Thanks for the dust, Demoniko. Here's your cash, and here's a token from associates of mine. You might find it useful.
See you later.
There's a new threat in Elwynn Forest. Murlocs. The good old Murlocs. Murlocs are swimming up the streams of eastern Elwynn, scaring away fish and attacking gentlefolk. I warned Marshal Dugan, but he's more worried about the gnolls and bandits. He's not convinced that the Murlocs are a danger. Please speak to Dugan and persuade him to send more troops east.
Have a good one.
Alright. Turn in the fishy peril.
Light be with you.
It's hard enough keeping order around here without all these new troubles popping up. I hope you have good news, Demoniko.
For the Alliance.
Yes, I spoke with Remy. I respect him as a merchant, though all reports of Murlocs to the east have been sketchy at best. Your concerns are noted, but unless I receive a military report of Murloc threat, we can't afford to send more troops east.
Go with honor, friend.
If you're concerned with the rumors of Murlocs, then do this. Travel to the eastern Elwynn Bridge and speak with Guard Thomas. He has been stationed at the bridge for the past week and will know the state of the area. Bring me his report. Okay.
Light bless you.
This is bad news. What's next? Dragons? About that. We'll have to increase our patrols near the mine. Thanks for your efforts, Demoniko, and hold a moment. I might have another task for you.
For the Alliance.
Thanks to you, we now know that Fargo Deep Mine is infested with kobolds. Now we need a scout to investigate the more distant Jasper Lode mine. Explore Jasper Lode and confirm any kobold presence. To reach the mine, travel east along the road until you reach the Tower of Azora. From the tower, head north, and you will find the mine in the foothills.
Go with honor, friend.
Got it. Oh, let's talk to William.
Good day to you. See you around.
Did you gather those candles yet? Yes, I did.
Safe travel.
You were busy hunting kobolds, were you? Thank you for the candles, Demoniko, and here's your reward.
See
Thank
you
you.
later.
I will sell that. Nice. Yay, level 8. My brother Morgan... My brother Morgan is waiting in Stormwind for my shipment of candles. I don't have enough time to make the trip myself, but if you would like to take him the shipment, he'll pay you well. I've packed up the candles, and you can find Morgan in our shop, Petzel's Apothecary, in the Stormwind Trade District.
See you around.
Oh no! Alright. Let us... Hello. Hello, Lilu.
I buy
Excuse
and
me.
trade.
See, we don't need that. We don't need that. We're gonna sell that. Can't sell that. Sell that. Sell that. Sell that. Yep. I'm a bad player. Let's see, 25. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. 4 slots.
Careful.
Alright, this should help us not have to come back to the stores as much. Alright.
Hello. Have a good one.
Thanks. My heart goes out to those 2 poor souls.
See you
Wait,
later.
did I turn
How
it in?
are you? See you
Oh, yeah.
around.
You have a note from Grandma Stonefield, eh? I haven't seen Mildred in years. I wonder what she has to say.
Safe travel.
My heart goes out to those 2 poor souls, Mabel and Tommy Joe. I remember being young and in love once. There must be something I can do to help them. Let me think.
Have a good one.
I can make an invisibility liquor for Mabel, so she can slip away from the McClure Farms and go to Tommy Joe. But to make the liquor, I need some crystal kelp. Of course you do. Although the kelp usually grows in the ocean, sometimes murlocs collect it. See if the murlocs near Crystal Lake have any. Crystal Lake is just east of Goldshire.
See you around.
Goldshire. I'm going to pick
See
this
ya
up right
later.
now. This is him telling me about
Safe travels.
going to talk to his brother. Okay, let us
Looking for something specific?
make this in my home, yes.
Have a good one.
Did the vendor. Already did that. Ooh, congrats. Congrats.
What can I do for you?
Alright,
For the
we're
Alliance.
good. Oh, we need to go learn some spells. Oh. Actually, Fear spell.
Can I help you?
Yes, I want the Fear spell and the Curse of Agony. Yes, Curse of Agony.
See you around.
Alright, let's see. We're gonna put the Curse of Agony. That's gonna be 1, 2, 3. Bam, bam, bam. Just like that. Here. Oh. Hello.
What can I do for you?
We want the Grimbolt, or we want the Firebolt.
Have a good one.
Number 2. That'll help. That'll help. Very much so. Alright, let's go take care of some Murlocs. What are we? We are level 8. Why did I? Oh, I said that. I said level 8. I don't know why I thought it was level 9. Oh, wishful thinking, probably. Alright, let's see here. So we know about Grandma. Let's get back to those urban legends. Goldshire sits at the crossroads. Let's see. We've got both player-created urban legends and in-game lore. Let's start with the in-game lore. Oh, let's Lilu invite. Ah. Alright, well. I wanted to help, but since you don't want to, then I'll do it by myself. And we will have to, you know, fight each other for these. I didn't want to do it. That's fine, though. Let's see. Hello, Merle Lucky.
It's too far away.
Oh, no, no, no. There we go. Oh, man. Almost a disaster. So now I have 3 dots. Corruption, Curse of Agony, and Immolation, or Immolate. And that, for one-on-one fights, really... that really, will move some of this along. Although, things that we've been doing pretty good. Alright, let's see. In-game lore, I can't speak. Locals tell chilling stories of the haunted forest to the south. Worgen, undead, restless spirits. Parents in Goldshire tell their children scary Duskwood tales to keep them from wandering too far. Oh, nice. Alright, so we got those. Lake mysteries. Fishermen whisper about strange creatures beneath Crystal Lake. From giant unseen fish to drowned ghosts. The Tower of Azora, which we aren't going to stop by there right now. We do have to, I think, come back at... We come back there for something involving Red Ridge.
That spell isn't ready yet.
So we'll deal with it then. But there's really nothing to see there. There's just, I want to say a vendor, possibly a trainer of some kind, and I can't remember what he trains. But peasants spin rumors that the mages there sometimes kidnap locals for experiments. It's not true, but it's fueled by the fear of magic. Yep, there we go. Some believe anyone who carries too much wealth through Elwynn is cursed to meet the Defias. This superstition reflects the real problem of constant highwaymen raids. Yeah. Old tales say Riverpaw Knolls worship dark spirits and can curse farms, explaining sudden livestock deaths. So these are some in-game explanations of some of those urban legends that the people of Goldshire tell. Now, let's see what some player-created urban legends are. Alright, so what do we gotta do? We gotta scout through. So we don't actually have to kill all these things, but since we can't hide... I'm so used to playing my druid on retail that I always want to pop into my shadow meld. I guess I could do that. I could create a druid over here, a night elf druid, but I just don't want to. I think that, at least for this part of the game lore, humans make more sense around a lot of things, though I will say that that becomes less true, I think, in a lot of ways. As the expansions go on. Man, I don't want to fight. You can have them. I just want to... There we go. That was close, man. I thought I was going to get aggroed. Uh-oh. corruption. Alright. The creepy children. The Goldshire kids. That's what this one's called. In Elwynn Forest, 6 children in Goldshire wander around in a pentagram pattern in one of the houses, sometimes accompanied by eerie sounds. This has spawned massive player myths about cults, old gods, and hidden horror Easter eggs. Well, we gotta go look at that. When we go back there, we'll have to look. All right, let's see. This is going to take us over to the logging area, the East Vale logging camp, and the Murloc problem over there. We'll head on over. The Lion's Pride Inn became the notorious RP hotspot, especially on RP servers. Its reputation spawned the meme that nothing wholesome happens in Goldshire Inn. Nice. Oh man. I was never a part of that. I didn't even know that existed. My innocence is intact. All right, yeah. It's Malachite. Let's see. All right. Haunted music box. Players sometimes claim to hear old or odd whispers or strange ambient sounds in and around the inn, weaving fan myths of hauntings. I guess it would be interesting to go along with the creepy kids. We're definitely going to go check out those creepy kids when we go back there. Don't let me forget. I gotta do it. And if I do forget, and you're watching this later, leave a comment, let me know, so I go back there. Tell me to go back. Ooh, got a new dagger. I keep popping that open to see my gear score, but that wasn't a thing. It was not a thing back then. All right. That bear was not connected to that wolf.
That's still recharging.
Thank goodness. My mana is low. All right. Let's see. I'm trying to get over to the road, but this experience doesn't hurt. All right, let's see what else we have. Rumors spread about warlocks in Goldshire secretly serving the Burning Legion, reinforced by the creepy children and occasional warlock roleplay. Yeah, well.
I need to get closer.
Alright, we're almost there. Finally, the idea that Blizzard deliberately left occult references in the town, from the Wandering Kids to certain room layouts, has been one of WoW's most enduring urban legends.
What can I do for you?
Hello, citizen. You look like a man with a purpose. Do you have business with the Stormwind army? Actually, I do. Yes, Murlocs have settled in and around the streams of eastern Elwynn. We don't know why they are here, but they are aggressive and at least semi-intelligent.
Light bless you.
Sounds like a lot of people I know. Aggressive and semi-intelligent. A few days ago, we sent 2 guards, Rolf and Malachi, to investigate along the river, and they have not yet returned. To complete my report, I must know what happened to those men. Travel north along the river and find the guards or their remains.
Go with honor, friends.
Hail! Wild animals are growing more and more aggressive the farther we get from Goldshire, and the East Vale logging camp suffers nearly constant attacks from wolves and bears. We could use your help out there.
The Alliance.
Or out here, yeah. Yeah, sure you could. Alright. Okay. Oh yeah, what do we need? 4. Oh, we just need to kill the bears. We don't need anything from them, so these are my favorites. One down.
I'm out of range.
So these are not the wolves we are looking for. But that's alright. Alright. Since we're heading up to East Vale, we'll start getting some facts about the East Vale logging camp. But let's go look at Rolf. Right, I think we're looking at Rolf. His half-eaten body. Actually, that is way more than half-eaten. That is definitely a fully eaten body. Although much has been stripped from the corpse, strewn nearby is a medallion with the words Footman Malachi Stone etched upon it. Poor Malachi. Upon further searching of the area, you find webbed footprints leading east along the shore of Stone Cairn Lake. In the distance to the east, you can just barely see a Murloc village. Perhaps Rolf's fate ended there. Yeah, I guess we can only kind of see it. Alright, let's go get these other quests before we head over and mess with these Murlocs. Alright, East Vale logging camp. East Vale was essentially a logging frontier, supplying timber and to Stormwind City and its rebuilding efforts after the First War. Yeah, we're going to see that here, that it's just a little logging town. Its existence shows Stormwind's need to exploit Elwynn Forest more aggressively to fuel urban growth and military defenses. Yep. Alright, what do we got here? The camp reflects the kingdom's reliance on wood as a strategic resource, both for ships and for repairing war damage. The loggers here lived in harsh conditions, vulnerable to gnolls and wildlife, with very little military protection compared to places like Goldshire. Yeah, you would think that they would have more than just those 2 guards, and I honestly don't remember. Let's see, we'll have to see. I don't remember there being a ton of other guards here in this area. It's mostly like the loggers and the other folks. Supervisor Raylan. Hello, Supervisor Raylan.
Well met.
Well met. I've got a real problem on my hands. I have a deadline looming for an order of lumber and I'm running out of time. The wolves and bears north of here have chased my workers away from the bundles of wood that they've already chopped. I've already talked to Deputy Rayner about clearing the animals, but I need someone to go collect the wood for me. If you could collect 8 bundles of wood for me, I might just make the deadline.
Farewell.
Okay, here's the thing though. I'm going to end up clearing out all of those animals, so I don't know what that other dude is planning to do.
I supply only the finest goods.
We are selling our stuff. Let's see. We can sell that and that. I'm gonna sell that and that. I should be selling this stuff at the... I will actually sell that at the auction house. And the
See you later.
I'll make oh man, I am really far away from that level. Well, we're gonna go ahead and try to do this quest along with gaining the level. Nope, not for us. Hello. Hello, my doggy friend. All right. Now, these logs on the against the trees are so hard to see. Again, one of the quality of life upgrades that the game eventually implements is being able to see quest items much easier. I wonder if there's an add-on that can help me with that. I wonder. Probably not. That seems like a weird thing for an add-on. I mean, that would be a good idea for an add-on back then, but I don't remember there being one. Can somebody help me kill Princess real fast? I would, but I'm not there yet. Too low. We'll both die. Also, yes, so the logs, the wood for this quest are around these trees. But again, they're very hard to see. So I keep running my... Oh, right there. See? I run my mouse over it, or my cursor. If it changes, I know that there's one there. See, look at that. Look, it's so hard to see unless you're right on top of it. Man, could we pick that up any slower?
Far away.
Good lord. It's not like there's wolves and crap out here. Alright, let's see. The nearby river paw gnolls constantly attack the camp, a sign of how unstable and contested even the heartland of Storm was. I'm gonna make my way over here because there's another bear over there. But I am not having a lot of luck with these bundles of wood. And that is a bummer. Nope. Alright, let's give our little... Oh, there we go. Yay! Let's give our imp a minute to rest. He almost went down on that one. I keep forgetting he is not my Voidwalker, which we will have soon enough.
I need to get closer.
What? I have no idea what he's saying. Speaking of Voidwalkers, my last Voidwalker's name was Crackmon, M-O-N. And, like, it was just so much fun calling him Crackman. So I hope this one, when we get it, has a cool name too. Guess I could probably rename him, but where's the fun in that? Come here, little bear. Man, how'd you get all the way over here?
It's too far away.
Oh, there's another one. Yes. I'll be able to finish that part of the quest. And I don't have to go looking for him over... Usually what happens is you gotta go look for him over on the other side of the road, and...
I'm out of range.
And that can get dangerous. But I don't have to do that now. So now I'll just have to go find the logs. I need 6, man. I didn't get any, I get 2. Alright, well. There we go, there's one. Maybe somebody came through here and must have cleaned them out just before I got here. All right, let's see what else. Symbolically, Eastvale represents humanity's domination of nature, a recurring theme in Warcraft, often clashing with Druidic and Elven values. Yeah, they want to work with nature. Not dominate. Ooh, there we go.
It's too far away.
Elwynn is one of the few lush forests near Stormwind. Overlogging here hints at ecological strain and future scarcity. Yes. Yes, bad things happen to this area after the cataclysm. Like Westfall, Eastvale's workers were mostly left to fend for themselves, showing how Stormwind's nobles prioritized the capital's luxury over rural safety. Rural. Over there. Eastvale sat close to Redridge, making it an early warning outpost if orc bands, gnolls, or bandits spilled into Eastwind, or to Elwynn from the east. Yes. I probably thought I was looking at him. No. I'm looking at these trees, fool. There we go. Camps like Eastvale were where peasants labored and bled while nobles reaped the rewards of lumber for ships and estates. Yes, the exploitation of the poor, of the working class to benefit the rich. Oh no. In theory, lumber from East Vale directly supported Stormwind's garrisons, from arrows to siege engines, tying commoners' labor to Stormwind's military machine.
That spell isn't ready yet.
The workers of Eastvale symbolize ordinary human perseverance, defending their livelihoods with little more than axes and grit. Truth. What do I need? 2 more. Come on, man. We're going to hit 9, though, pretty quickly. Loggers likely shared tales of strange forest spirits, odd animal behavior, and eerie sounds at night, reinforcing Elwynn's living forest mystique. Ooh, there we go. And there we go. All right, there are 2 left. There are 2. Some workers were suspected of being sympathetic or recruited by the Defias, since poor pay and dangerous conditions mirrored the grievances of Westfall farmers. Yeah, wouldn't be
I
surprised.
need to get closer.
High Elves historically criticized human overlogging. Eastvale is exactly the kind of camp they would have resented, contrasting with their reverence for forests. What do I need here? Oh, just 2 more kills. All right, let's go. Alright. Oh, wait. I didn't do that? Oh, what an idiot. Alright. I didn't go do the thing, because it didn't tell me to, so... But I knew I had to. Alright, well... Now, the last time I was over here on my other character, somebody had
It's too far away.
Cleared out this camp, and I was able to walk right to the quest thing. Ooh, man, a couple crits right in a row. Look at that. Let's go. Thank you, Rolf. Oh, that's that auto-fit guy. Nice. You find around the neck of the corpse a metal medallion inscribed with the words, Footman Rolf Hartford. Now that you have both medallions, deliver them to Guard Thomas at the bridge so that he might know the fate of his murdered guards. It's gonna get me. It's gonna get me. Well, even if it wasn't. All right. Gonna go turn in those guys.
I'm out of range.
Oh, I didn't even see it run by me. All right, let's see. Where are we? The camp's vulnerability reflected the kingdom's larger problem. Stormwind thought of Elwynn as safe, when in reality, its rural edges were collapsing. Despite the hardship, Eastvale represents Stormwind's determination to rebuild after the First War by any means necessary. We don't need that. Don't need that.
Safe
Oh,
travels.
bro, let's go. Oh man, what? Oh no, what a waste! I wasn't clicked on myself. Ah well. Enjoy your protection, vendor.
King's honor, friend.
That deadline isn't getting any further away, Warlock. Please hurry and collect those bundles of
Go
wood.
with honor, friend.
Excellent. Thanks to you, I should be able to complete the order in time. To show my gratitude, I would like to offer some coin as compensation for your troubles. 3 silver.
Be careful.
Man, y'all broke. Ugh, whatever. Fine, give me the money. Take it.
Need help?
The Defias gang in Northshire wears burlap masks, but the Defias in Elwynn wear linen, which I can use to make fine linen goods. Bring me red linen bandanas, and I'll use them to fashion something for you. Defias gang members have camps pocketed throughout Elwynn.
Safe
Alright.
travels.
Let's go talk to our dude over here. Turn in a couple of these bad boys. And I think that will be our stopping point for the evening. Let's see, where else? The name Eastvale directly ties into its geography. This eastern valley of Elwynn Forest marking its identity as a frontier station.
Well met. Be careful.
Hello, Demoniko. Have you discovered the fates of Rolf and Malachi? I have.
Honored friend.
You have confirmed my fears. The Murlocs are a threat we cannot ignore.
Light bless you. Go with honor. Friend.
Thanks a lot for the help. Something in the forest must be making these animals so bold. Whatever it is, I hope it stays there.
Light bless you.
Alright. Pick up these
Be
reports. Looks to me like you've seen quite a bit of combat in your time, Warlock. If you haven't already, you should report to Brian Stoutmandel. He heads up the People's Militia, aimed at protecting the farmlands of Westfall. I bet he could use your help. You can usually find him in the stone tower on Sentinel Hill, just off the road in the middle of Westfall.
For the Alliance.
Tell Marshal Dugan of Malachi and Rolf's deaths, and report to him that the Murlocs in eastern Elwynn cannot be contained by our current troop presence. I know we don't have many troops to spare, but hopefully Dugan can find someone.
Light bless you.
Now we gotta go kill Princess. Alright, we are going to call it for the evening. So, thanks for watching this. And I hope you like this series. Again, I'm doing this for me, because I love to play the game this way. And I hope you do too. If you like the story, drop a comment, subscribe to the channel, let me know. I'm gonna keep making these, and I'll see you around the next time. Take care.